Hey everyone, and welcome back to episode 6 of the Overstressed SMP. If you haven't missed episode 5 of the series, make sure to go check it out in the top right hand corner of the screen. Also, if you enjoyed this episode, make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more content. But without holding back any further, let's jump into the next video. Hey everyone, and welcome back. It's so good, I say it every time, to be back into this world. This series has been fantastic, and I think more than what we thought this series could be. So thank you for the support. I figured that was a great way to start this, but we have some plans for today. The very first thing that we have planned is that we're going to be teaming up with DoStream, and we're going to be connecting like all of the houses together via some paths. I kind of want to start to make this look more like a village and less of we just plopped houses against the shore. So we're going to start making some cool paths. I forgot who the person is. There it is. It's someone in my Discord. His name's Angsamar. I'll have it written out on the screen. Thank you for the idea for the path. It looks similar to the one that I used in Spawn on Rocket World, but I really like the design that he's used. So we're actually going to take that design and go ahead and put it inside of the SMP. But we're going to team up with him. We're going to go ahead and craft some new tools, one of which is the trowel, which I don't think I've ever used in any of my series, which I believe is a stick and 2 iron. Ah, there we go. Stick, 2 iron, like this is a trowel. And essentially what this does is it will randomly choose blocks in your inventory to place. So really great for making kind of just like randomness or texturing things and things along those lines. So we probably could make use of that, but I also figured it'd be a great idea to go ahead and start this SMP by already choosing our best comment, so I don't forget to do that. There we go. May or may not have not had leather, so I couldn't make the image frame, so I couldn't choose the comment, but we've got that now. Thank you, Do. And we have chosen the best comment, and this is from Madlad100, excuse me. It says, "Your ideas are so creative, and I love watching everything you create." I see what you did there. "I'm glued to this series. It's awesome." Thanks so much, Madlad. We're gonna add this to the wall. I don't know if this episode will actually make like a comment board and start placing them on like a board somewhere. I haven't decided if I want to put it out in public or if I want to put it down into our sewer system we've built. I don't know. If you don't know what I'm talking about, these whole best comments, every single video, I go ahead and pick like the nicest comment in the comment section, and I go ahead and throw it up right onto my wall inside of the game. So if you want to have a chance at that, leave a nice comment down below. But without holding back, let's go ahead and head over to DoStream so we can start building these paths. There he is, the man, the myth, the Do. Oh no!
Hello.
Oh my!
Yes,
How did you do that one?
Magic.
Quite the entrance, I must say. So I have a plan. It may be super early in the morning for me, but I think it's like the afternoon for you. So
Yes. 10 p.m.
Oh, fantastic. Yep. So I chugged an espresso, and I am hyped for this episode. So everything is just going downhill from here. So we're just gonna move this way first because I have I have a huge present for our mission. So here is said chest, which has a bunch of odds and ends, courtesy of me running the drills underground, with some shovels. So the idea for this is originally I was like, hey, me and you, we're going to team up. We're going to build a path from here to the farm. Easy. It's going to take 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Then
5 minutes.
Yeah. Then I realized it's quite the distance. Definitely was not going to take 5 minutes. And also the barn's not ready yet. So if we have people go over there, they're going to steal our wheat, and we can't have that. So I was like, you know what? Let's make this easier. How about we just start to connect everyone's houses via paths? And I think that might be a little bit more reasonable. Also, I make it so I'm not jumping up a mountain every time I want to enter my front door.
Yeah.
So I figured if you are good for that mission, I figured that would be a really cool idea to start connecting everyone's houses.
Yeah, I'm on board with that.
After Do and I worked on the path a bit, we realized we really wanted to move the path right where this beehive was. However, none of us had a silk touch pickaxe, except DoStream had a really good idea with a camera and said that he could move the beehive easily with only using a camera and paper. So naturally, I gave him those ingredients, and well, you'll see what happens.
All right. Where would you like me to move your beehive to?
Great question. Give me 1 second, because I've decided to basically redo my entire front of my base. So I'm gonna make this actually just the side of a mountain, and the path for me is gonna continue. I'm gonna knock this dirt out, and the path is gonna continue back here, and then just kind of wrap around in front of my windmill, and then in front of my base. So I got to take out my billboard and stuff, but I figure that makes it a little less steep, but then also you're seeing my windmill now and stuff. So that's my goal. Maybe let's see.
Is this tree staying, or is this gonna?
I think this one's gonna stay. So this might be perfect.
Okay.
All right. I will leave you up to the magic.
Yeah. It'll look good.
Yeah. There was not a lot of confidence in that statement, but oh no. Oh, what does it look? Oh god.
Oh, it looks great. It looks really good.
I couldn't ask for more. I honestly could not ask for more.
Can I place one under here? No, I can't. Oh. Okay, well, there you go. There's your beehive.
You know what? It could have looked worse. I really like this, actually. This is going to stay here until the end of the server.
I reckon if you somehow had a block that could go in the... Maybe like a fence post or something. That might make it look a bit better.
You know what?
They're really close to it.
Oh. Yeah, if you just...
You wouldn't know.
The whole way into it is... It's perfect.
Yeah, you'd be like, oh, look at this beehive. I can't wait to get some honey.
All right.
Oh, that's good. This is possibly my best work yet.
I honestly think it is. Clock Tower has nothing on this.
Nice. No, not at all. Not at all.
Well, thank you for helping me with that side of things, Stream.
Yep.
It won't be missed now. Well, it's right there with me.
You know what? I didn't do it for the thanks. I did it for the bees. Okay?
Of course. You know what?
I did it for the bees.
They'll appreciate that.
Yes.
Once Stu and I worked on the path for about another 30 minutes or so, this was actually our final design, which I figured that flying around in spectator mode was probably the best way to show it off. Funny thing is that the beehive is actually floating currently. We didn't fully get rid of it. So that's still a thing. We can actually commandeer that. But you can see over here, we've set up these little fence posts. It kind of posts, kind of shows you what direction on the path is each person's house. So my house is back in this direction. And then over here, you can see lujoBoy and Kafers and things like that. We've left this area open. We might turn it into a lake or more of like a boardwalk area, which, speaking of boardwalks, down on this path over here, it ends right about in this direction. And that's because DG and Stream are going to be working together to maybe do more of a boardwalk style path over in that direction, while as opposed to like what I've done over here, where I wanted my path to kind of go through some trees, which you can see it goes down, goes across this path, goes over to my Masters and Grandmasters, which I moved over back into here. Goes past my windmill that's right up here, which is another cool way of just kind of showcasing the windmill. And then finally comes up here with the fake beehive and then the entrance to my actual building. I might build some kind of like sitting area out here to sit out and see basically the ocean, but I kind of like this more secluded, more comfy version of the path. Now, the rest of today's episode is going to be maintained basically underground. And I was thinking about first retexturing the entirety of this underground place for the rest of the episode, but I figured that's kind of a little boring. That might be something for a future episode. But what I was thinking of doing is we have our storage area up and running. I wanted to bring our ore processing system probably down here, but I might, let me correct myself. I want to not bring the ore processing system down here. I've decided I want to leave that upstairs because it's ease of access. If I'm mining ores, I'm probably not going to be mining them out of here unless I'm making a new tunnel. So I can throw them in there, get them processed, and then maybe build a way of transporting the ores from all the way up top, all the way down here, and into this chest right here. That's my thought process. Probably not going to do that this episode, but I want to make an iron generator and possibly a gold generator. The gold one might be a maybe because it's like double the amount of materials as the iron one. But I want to make an iron generator at least up and running, and then we'll see what else we want to throw into this episode. Now, for everyone that's probably thinking, Rocket, how do you generate iron? I figure I'll go through a quick little walkthrough. Essentially, we're at the end going to have iron ingots. Now, if we go to iron nuggets, which of course 9 iron nuggets equals an ingot, we can actually generate iron nuggets, and that is through gravel. If you wash gravel, it'll go ahead and give you a chance of getting iron nuggets and a chance of getting flint. Now, gravel is actually from cobblestone going through a crushing wheel, turns into gravel. And you could also mill it as well. We'll probably use crushing wheels because I believe that that's faster. I could be wrong. Correct me in the comments. But and then, of course, cobblestone we can actually generate. I don't think it shows it in here. But cobblestone, of course, is just lava, water, cobblestone generator. We can use that to then actually crush with our gravel and everything. And that'll be the idea. We also get a cobblestone generator out of all of it. So if we do just need to generate cobblestone, we could turn off the iron side as well. So that's the idea. I think I'm just going to build this directly across. So literally right on in here is where we're going to have our iron generator. And that should work pretty good. So let's go ahead and work on that. All right, so we've made some progress. None of it's powered yet. It's going to hook to the windmill power that we have up top. I'll just funnel it down here. And the idea that I have is here is our cobblestone generator. There's lava placed above here, which I'll just show you by doing this. You can see there's lava placed above here. These are actually cobblestone stairs, and they have they're basically waterlogged. And then that is going to be against drills that are aimed at that. So it's just generating cobblestone. That's all that fanciness is. I don't know if fancy is the right word. And then it's going to drop down onto the belt. It's going to move through. I'm going to have it go into the chest first to give a little bit of a barrier because it's going to be producing way more cobblestone than what's going to be able to process in this system. So the idea is that I'm going to be able to pick a lot of it up, put it in the spruce chest, and then hopefully with the power source, the way I'm bringing it in, I'm going to be able to power off the drill side of things if I would like to, and then just actually use just the belt, hypothetically, so that if I want to keep it so it's just going to run with what's in the chest, I can do that, and that should help with some lag, so there's not a ton of cobblestone just spewing onto the ground. Then it's going to go into the millstone. I didn't see if there was a difference between the millstone and the crushing wheels. Let me know in the comments. If so, I'll just switch this out with crushing wheels. It's going to mill into gravel. Then it's going to go onto the belt. Go onto the depot where there's going to be an encased fan with water aimed at the depot, and that's going to allow us to wash and turn into nuggets. And then the nuggets are going to go into the basin, become pressed, go onto this belt that I haven't built yet, and then go into the chest and turn right into ingots. Or, well, I guess they've already turned into ingots. They're going to be stored in this large chest. At least that's the idea. I know probably someone's going to be wondering, Rocket, why are you even building an iron generator, considering you have like a stack and a half iron, and you literally have iron literally everywhere? It's because I'm going to be in this SMP for several months from now, and I know I'm going to run into situations where I'm like, man, I should have built an iron generator. And if I just casually have this on, even if it's not that fast, it's just going to generate iron as I'm making these episodes, and that's honestly good enough for me. So next step is I have to get some kelp, which I already have, turn it into dried kelp, and then just get the rest of the system set up. So we actually did it. We have an ore process, or not an ore processing system. We have an iron generator up and running, which I don't know if it turned to nothing or if it turned into iron. I think it turned into nothing. And it's up and running to a point here. So I haven't generated cobblestone yet. You're going to see here that I've connected the belt, but I haven't connected the drills. I'm going to connect that via, what is it called? There you go, via a clutch, which a clutch will allow me to shut off this section of the machine if I want to or not, which I'll just move this wall back a second, put the clutch down, connect it to this gearbox, and we should be good to go. And that'll make it so if it's generating way too much cobblestone, I can shut it off and we're good to go. Now, everything else is up and running. We have, of course, our cobblestone storing in the chest for half a second, then coming out, going into the millstone, milling into gravel, and then it gets to here. And this is where I am filtering out for iron nuggets and throwing them in the basin. But I did not account for something that I have to go over really quick. And that is that it can actually create flint. And I did not account for that. We don't want our flint in our system. I'm also not going to save the flint. I can check really quick, but I don't think flint is really used for much. I guess we can make stone tools, of course, arrows. and a fletching table and a bunch of other just kind of nothing that's really useful, in my opinion. And if we need it, we can generate gravel and I can mess the system up. So what we're going to do is simply below here, we're going to go ahead and place lava, which, let me do this. Place lava here, and then there's a special chute. I forget what it's called. There you go. It's called a smart chute, which we're going to create that, and that is basically a chute with a filter, and we're going to filter that out to flint. So if it turns into flint, it's just going to drop into lava and burn, and that's all that matters, and we're good to go. At least that's my ideology, and then we could go ahead and hook up our cobblestone generator, and we should be good to go, theoretically. There we go. We should be up and running. So this smart chute should be detecting the depot, and if it turns to flint, it should basically toss it right into the lava, theoretically. Now, over here, I've also set up our clutch setup, and you can see when the clutch is activated, it's going to stop these drills. If I unactivate it, it's going to start mining. Now, there is a chance for cobblestone to fall out of here, so I'm going to patch this up here. I'll probably patch it up over here. Whoops. That should help a little bit. Sometimes it pops out even more, and it looks like we don't actually have a pickaxe. I forgot that all of my pickaxes have been breaking during this entire video, but there we go. You can see our cobblestone for now is spending a half a second inside of this chest. It looks like it's honestly not even being showed because it's being pulled out right away. But if this ever backs up, then it will be fine, which it probably will back up in a second maybe. Might have to wait until this has a stack, but it'll back up inside of this chest, and all of this gravel is being washed, and if it turns to flint, goes down into here, iron, it goes into the basin, just like that. There we go. We got iron nuggets. So theoretically, this should get pulled out and go right into our basin. So it works now. I just had a really weird issue where if it turned to an iron nugget, the fan was going backwards, which I've never had the issue that would cause a problem, but it would pull the iron nugget off to the side and then get stuck here. So I changed the fan rotation, so it's now blowing onto the depot, and it seems to be working fine because I can see that iron nuggets are going into our basin here. I just don't know. It's probably going to take a second before it actually gets 9 iron nuggets and actually goes ahead and presses. But for now, we'll go ahead and wait. But that was a weird issue. Let me know in the comments if you know if that's maybe something new in the newer updates that I just didn't know. Because that might mess up some of my older contraptions, which kind of sucks. Hey, there we go. This thing's actually pretty dang fast, too. Which we have actually 2 iron ingots, excuse me. The first one may or may not have not hit the record button for it, so now we got 2. But it's only taken a couple minutes. Honestly, this is not going to generate a ton of iron at all. It's going to take a long time to generate like a stack, and I could speed that up via like a ton of more like cobblestone generators and things like that. But the point of this is a very active area of the map because of everyone just kind of being around the base, as well as me, of course, going over to like my storage area and being up top and stuff like that. We'll have this machine constantly running, and it's generating over time with no work now. It will just be like this for the rest. But there we go. We got iron generating. Now, I'm actually going to end this video here. So this is probably going to be a pretty short episode, or I might be saying that now and it's going to still be like a 15-minute episode. But I've made this one really short because I just don't have any time to record at all this week. So I hope you guys understand. But school is kind of my priority. That's why I literally missed my last upload. There should be another video coming out this Thursday if I've done everything correct from this point till now. So you can go ahead and check it out. And it'll be something new too. So that will be pretty cool to see if you guys enjoy. But if you did enjoy this video, drop a like. Feel free to subscribe. And yeah, I will see you guys all in the next one.